You Are My Glory has reached a new high in daily views, with Yang and Dilraba showing off each other's acting skills. I thought the competition chapter was the highlight, but unexpectedly the follow-up was even more fascinating. Look, the latest statistics show that the daily views have strongly exceeded the 160 million mark, which is a remarkable achievement. What I grabbed is the real-time popular data chart. According to the current trend, the daily views are expected to easily exceed the 180 million mark. Although the plots of the latest 2 episodes are heartbreaking, they have received huge views. Thanks to the superb acting skills of Yang and Dilraba, the audience can't stop. After the game, U2's mood changed subtly. When walking with Jing Jing, he felt a little strange. When U2 applied to Mr. Who for an extension of his vacation, he had secretly made up his mind to return to the Scientific Research Institute and bid farewell to Jing Jing's life circle. For him, this competition was a rare moment of self-release and enjoyment. He never expected that for Jing Jing, this game was just the starting point. Some people see it as the end, while others see it as the beginning. Such differences will eventually lead to a tragic ending. U2 asked to get out of the car, and Jing Jing looked at his leaving back, feeling a sense of loss in her heart. Suddenly, she felt a strong urge. She was afraid that they might never see each other again in the future, so she was determined to pour out those words. When making this decision, she didn't think too much about U2's reaction. She just felt that she must tell him frankly out of her strong intuition. She ran towards him expectantly, her eyes shining as brightest stars. She took a deep breath and asked him boldly, "Would you like to spend time with me?" After she finished speaking, she smiled sweetly and looked at him with expectation in her eyes. When U2 heard this, his mind moved slightly, and for a moment, he fell into deep thought. Perhaps he never expected that Jing Jing would take the initiative to reveal her feelings to him. The joy in his heart could not be concealed, and the joy was clearly revealed in his smile. However, the smile disappeared fleetingly, and tears filled his eyes, and he said frankly to Jing Jing, "You belong to the bright stage, but I am wandering in a different world. After all, we are not the same person." When he spoke these words, his tone was calm and slow, which seemed to be mixed with a little tremor that was not easy to catch. His eyes did not dare to meet Jing Jing, but were lowered, as if avoiding something. When Jing Jing heard this, her eyes suddenly dimmed, tears rolled in her eyes, and finally fell uncontrollably. 10 years later, Jing Jing encountered rejection again, but she seemed more open-minded. She chose to move forward without hesitation and said lightly, "This time, I will not ask why." In the car, when she gently took off her rabbit earrings, her sad tears seemed to penetrate the heart and made people feel heartbroken. When U2 turned around, tears slid down his cheeks quietly, and his eyes were filled with unspeakable pain. The wonderful moments in the competition are just the blooming of the character's charm, but this separation really highlights the dazzling brilliance of the actors. It must be admitted that the performance of the two in this part is superb, and their emotional resonance is particularly outstanding. Diliraba's joy gradually faded, turning into sadness intertwined with disappointment and tears, while Yang suffered silently, with inner emotion surging but unable to vent, which was heartbreaking. The two were deeply in love, but they often had disputes and hurt each other. When I read the original novel, the breakup plot didn't touch my heartstrings, but after being adapted into a film and television, it made people feel deeply sympathetic. This change is really surprising. This is the magic of the two actors' superb acting skills, which makes the characters in the novel seem to be given a new life. When Jing Jing was rejected, she was inevitably disappointed, but she quickly cheered up and spent her birthday with her fans, showing resilience and optimism. When asked if she had received a special birthday gift, she showed a hint of disappointment, but managed to smile and said softly, "No special gift." Unfortunately, she didn't realize that although U2 claimed that he could never recreate those 5 extraordinary brilliance, he had already secretly dedicated 2 of the wonderful moments to her. I think the success of the film version of You Are My Glory is that it cleverly displays U2's deep and sincere love for Jing Jing, which is touching. There is no figure of Jing Jing in the 16 episodes, but the sadness in Yu's heart is revealed in the silent place. On the first day he returned to the institute, his supervisor called him to his office. In addition to having an in-depth discussion on his problems, he even unexpectedly praised him. "The lady who had dinner with you that day was indeed outstanding." U2's eyes were full of sadness, and he asked, "Why should I do this for you?" The teacher angrily rebuked him, "How poetic and desirable our aerospace work is. Why do you think you are not worthy of being compared with celebrities? Is it just because of money?" Let me tell you, no matter how high your annual salary is, you may not be able to compare with them. Fuck them. I really wonder why you have such a mentality. Although it didn't wake him up directly, it might have caused some ripples deep in his heart. Knowing that his colleague needed to accompany his girlfriend, he understandingly let her go in advance. He Liang learned of the entanglement between Jing Jing and U2, and immediately ridiculed Jing Jing. Facing this scene, U2 struggled internally and painfully confessed, "It was me who made her unhappy." The appearance of Shaoqun gave him a deeper insight into his own heart. He deeply doubted whether he had taken the wrong path from the beginning. A variety of factors intertwined, making him feel that he should not miss his fate with Jing Jing. In the next plot, will he write and send an affectionate letter to Jing Jing? Jing Jing should not immediately agree to his request. After this ordeal, nothing else should be able to break them apart in the future. In You Are My Glory, the superb acting skills of Yang and Dilraba are the highlights and are worth savoring. Dilireba accurately displayed Jing Jing's lively, active, passionate, warm and positive image, vividly interpreting the style that a star should have. This time, Yang's acting skills have made a significant leap forward. He skillfully integrates Tu's inner struggle, deep emotions, and mundane fireworks into every detail. His brows are slyly furrowed, and he is preoccupied. His behavior reveals the style of a veteran cadre, which adds a lot to the character. The popularity of this drama is not only due to its fascinating storyline, but also due to the good looks and superb acting skills of the two leading actors.